Hey, we're Slumberjack.
And we covered In for the Kill by Roux for Like a Virgin.
We can fight our desires.
We wanted to pick a track that kind of came from that golden era, or so-called golden era, where electronic music really started coming back into the limelight. I think this track came out early on, about 2009, and was followed by the greats like The Presets, Miami Horror, Bag Raiders, these type of artists.
I remember hearing it for the first time when I first got my driver's license in Malaysia, and it was one of the first few electronic tracks that sounded poppy and still sounded cool.
I'm going in for the kill.
Actually really inspired by the Skrillex version of the track. I think I probably heard that version first as well, big fan of Skrillex. And so we wanted to kind of take those really powerful vocals and put our spin on it.
The way we approached working on this track is to first isolate the vocals and rethink the harmony behind it. So I was in Perth, Fletch was in Sydney. We wrote the original chords and I shared it with each other until we found a harmony that sort of works, that isn't exactly like the original, it's a little bit darker. We wanted to go a little bit quicker as well. We
decided to experiment with using a vocoder, which is where you kind of put your voice through a synthesizer and get this almost robotic, but you can sort of spread out your voice across a whole chord to really get that lush sound on the chorus.
We had Michaela from Yours Truly in today. We picked her because she just has this incredible range that was needed for this song. It was quite difficult to find someone that had the tone and the power at the same time and the reach. So we're really excited to have Michaela on board with us here.
This was actually the first time we've ever worked with a live drummer, and then having Tim come in and do his thing was epic because he just added so much flavor and spice to the whole track.
Straight up to my face. All I wanna do is
Last time was coming up to 5 years ago now, which is outrageous. I had no idea it had been that long until
I thought it was 2 years.
Came in this morning, yeah. And we did MIA's Paper Planes, and we had K-Flay on vocals, and we brought in a string quartet to kind of fill out a lot of the live elements.
One of my favorite Like a Versions in past years is Halsey and Youngblood's cover of Death Cab for Cutie. I'll Follow You Into the Dark. The minimalism that they took from it. Halsey did great vocals on it and just great piano playing from Youngblood. That was, to me, that was minimalism done in the best way, and it's so captivating.
I think performing on Like a Version was, it's important to us obviously because it's a big part of the music culture here in Australia, and it's important. We want to be a part of that, and Triple J does obviously so much for the Australian music scene.
It's kind of important for us too because we come from an electronic background. So being put in this position to go, hey, you guys got this Like a Version opportunity, we have to sort of rethink our show. So that was important. That was kind of like a milestone for us to sort of go, okay, we can play electronic music in a live setting. How do we take this further? Great fun.
Awesome fun.
We had so much fun.
Definitely glad it's done and sorted and it was good.
Yeah, I could have a beverage or two now.
Yeah.